Okay, so what I did is I opened up my menu from our last project in one tab in Illustrator. And then in the other tab, I opened up my scan for my food truck. So in order to keep that like continuity, one of the big things we talked about was bringing over the same colors that we used before. Most of you picked out really custom ones, so it's tricky to find them. So what I did with the original menu is I went in, I made sure I had pretty much everything unlocked, and I want to select all of the colors and save them. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to Window, Swatches. And swatch is just like a fancy word for like the little sample of the color. Okay. And like these ones here with little file folders are their own little categories of colors. So I'm going to hit the little file folder here. It says color group. And I'm going to just call it like menu. So I have my own little list here. So I'll click and I'll start with the background. I'll take my color. I'm going to drag it over right next to that menu. This one has a stroke on it, so I'm going to drag over that color too. And I basically just have to go through all my items and drag the colors over into that bottom row. I'd even drag over the black just in case, you end up using a black that's not like true black. So you want to make sure you probably have 5 to 10 colors to drag over. Nothing too crazy, okay? But the annoying part is that when I go back to my scan, those colors don't appear anymore. And that's what's really irritating. But we're going to save them and we'll be able to transfer them pretty quickly. So I'm going to go to this little library icon. It's like looks like stacked books. And at the top, it says Save Swatches. And you're going to name them. So I did this before. I'm going to name it the name of my menu. I save them. Now, when I go back to my scan, if I want to access those, I'm going to go back to that library and go to the bottom of the menu where it says user defined, waffle, and it actually brings over all the colors I had before. So this bottom row was what I was working on and what I wanted specifically. But at least when I'm ready to create my truck and I start drawing over all these elements, if I want that specific orange or yellow, I have it there for me when I'm ready to go in and do so. When you do trace your different items, I recommend probably not keeping a stroke on it because if you don't fold it perfectly, it may look kind of icky. So after you save your colors today, I would start going in with your pen tool, and I'll keep it hollow for now, but you could start drawing each side of the truck like that, as closely as you can, and working on these pieces here. A lot of you drew in like a little ordering window, and that's fine if you want to add that, but we really got to make sure we fill it in and we add a lot of detail to that. So you can start filling in each side, going in with the details for the wheels. Most of that stuff is pretty straightforward. A lot of rounded rectangles and shapes you could use too. So I'd spend today transferring your colors and drawing like the base of the design. That would be what I end up doing. Do you have any questions so far? All right, cool. So we'll get started with this and I will be floating around to help.